Let me guess. You're here to kill me. You're a vampire hunter, huh? Or, actually, no wait. Don't tell me. You want me to bite you, huh? So you can be a vampire as well? Well, guess what? That isn't going to happen. I bet the only reason why you want to become a vampire is for your own selfish desires. Dummies like you don't really deserve to live. If I were you, I wouldn't want to be one. Well, I really don't want to be one, but this is just how things are. You're a dummy. Big dummy for wanting this. Well, you, seem frightened. I guess that's pretty clear, huh? That you're no vampire hunter. Well, that's a relief. If you couldn't tell, the suspense is killing me. What do you want, human? And why are you here? You're lost? Sure you are. Typically, when people lose their way, they don't journey deeper into the darker parts of the woods, especially around an area known to have a lot of vampires and other dangerous creatures. Haven't you got any sense? Or a compass, for that matter? Or are you just a full-blown idiot? Am I going to hurt you? No, of course not. I don't have a single intention of hurting you, or anyone for that matter. Do you know how hard it is to be treated like a vicious monster and animal? Of course you don't. How could you? You still have warm blood in your veins. You don't realize how lucky you are. What do I feed on? I feed on animal blood, much to my own disgust. I find the consumption of any meat grotesque. Even when I was warm, actually. Unfortunately, vampires have to feed on something, as starvation of blood can bring on a frenzy, so yeah. That would render me completely out of my own control, and of course my efforts to protect people from my own affliction would be very much undone. I just wish people knew I'm not a monster. I hate this. I never asked to be like this, but unfortunately, it's my reality, and I have to live with that. It's been my reality for quite some time now. Who made me like this, and where did I exactly come from? Well, I honestly don't know. It was a long time ago. I've forgotten their face. All I remember is finding myself on the brink of death, towards the end of a long journey. I remember the winter was terrible that year, and much like you, I lost my way around these parts. I ended up thrown from my own horse. Something spooked him, I think. Just as the frost was beginning to permeate my skin, a stranger approached me and offered to help. If I knew then that their definition of help was, I would have just chosen to freeze to death. But I agreed, of course, and I stand here undead, unloved, and ironically still cold. But that was a long time ago, and now I live here. It's away from people, and I'm actually free from having to hide myself around here. I'm rarely interrupted, even with people passing by. Honestly, I've done nothing wrong to them, not once. But they still see my eyes and skin, and already they know me inside and out. Oh, you saw the manor? Well, yeah, I do actually live there. Where else am I gonna live, dummy? Anyway. Much like me, the manor is cold and unloved, yet still there. There's, still light inside. I'm going to take another round guess and say you've been told to keep clear of my house. Should you see it on your travels, correct? Typical. These people really do judge a book by its cover, don't they? Then again, I'm not completely certain, but I believe a terrible murder took place here, and people have perceived it to be haunted ever since. Is it haunted? No. Well, not really. So the ghosts that live here rarely make any fuss, and for the most part, they aren't particularly talkative, regardless, I'm sure, like the rest of the mortals, you know? You've already passed judgment, haven't you? Just because it looks desolate and a handful of ghosts inhabit it, and a vampire does as well, you've deemed it to be evil. You mortals, forever judging books by their covers and never seeking to look within them. What? Do you mean you don't? You don't judge books by their covers? But you all do. Well, in that case, let me ask you this. What do you see when you look at me, besides, of course, a cute vampire? No one has ever said anything like that to me before. Please forgive me, but I'm a little taken back. So you don't actually see me as a monster? You don't fear me? Oh, you dummy. Well, thank you. I honestly can't tell you how much this means to me. For so long, I spent my days cursing the living for their lack of understanding and resentment of me. I try so hard to protect them from myself, and try so hard to just live a normal life. Knowing that you really don't see me as a monster, could I be so bold to ask your name? That's a wonderful name. I haven't actually heard that name all that often. Actually, not around here anyways. You're not a local, are you? Well, I thought as much. Well, it's nice to meet you. You're still a dummy, though. Oh, you want to know my name? My name is Misty. Lord Misty, to be exact, but once again, that title belonged to me long ago, and probably doesn't mean anything anymore. How old am I? Well, you're a dummy, aren't you? You shouldn't ask a lady her age, even if she is a vampire. You're a dummy. I shouldn't really even talk to you. You're an idiot. I thought by now you would know not to ask a lady her age. Even if I am a vampire. You are a dummy, though. That kind of makes me a little angry, but that's fine, I guess. You're curious. I'm around 130 years old. I was created in my early 20s, so my body has remained virtually the same. The only thing that has changed was my eye and skin color. I miss my emerald eyes. They were a lot less threatening when meeting people. Just like yourself. Though I suppose they couldn't see in the dark. Look, I really do want to thank you for actually taking the time to get to know me. And, well, just listen to me. You're amazing and kind, even though you're an idiot for getting yourself lost. And even walking further into the woods by yourself in the middle of the night like this. It's quite stupid. You're an idiot, to be honest, but whatever, I guess. I really hope we can do this again. Only, if you'd like, I'd be more than happy to have you around my manor for tea one day. That's if you're free, of course, and don't mind the odd ghost floating past. You would? Really? You'd love to? That's great. I mean, whatever. I guess you could come over. You're an idiot for wanting to go over to a vampire's place. I could kill you at any moment or something. Well, thank you. That really gave me something to look forward to, I guess. I have nothing else better to do for now. I haven't felt this excited in a while. Well, let's get you back. I'll walk you to where you came from. I know these woods better than most. And of course, being able to see in the dark is remarkably useful this time of night. Thank you again. You've helped me. Anyway, let's help you find the road back. Come along. Dummy.